Hey, good evening, actually, I should say, or yes, evening both on the East Coast and the West Coast. So, as well as in the Midwest. So funny, I never say Midwest hardly, and I'm born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. So, I want to just give a shout out to all of my CEOs from coast to coast, as well as in the Midwest, whether you're a creator, entrepreneur, or high level operator. In whatever the field it is that you do, how do you uh, ensure that you have enough ambition, enough building staying power when the times get tough? Yes, I'm wearing my Seahawks because they got a game tomorrow evening against the Green Bay Packers. And I love my Hawks. Been gone from the state of Washington for quite some time, but raised the kids up there some 24 years, and it was great up there. Had a great time. But those of us that are CEOs, you got the ambition, but is that enough? When the pressure is on and the storms hit, what's your staying power? How do you get it going? You already know mine. As I tell you before, I picked this audiobook up, the 5 a.m. Club, and it has profoundly taken me on a journey in this thing we call life to be at an optimal level 24/7, 365. I mean, just that creativity. You want to have it going as a creator, as an entrepreneur. You guys know me and my wife have our online business, myrootadvice.com, that we uh, love. This going on our second year, actually 22nd will be our second year of December, and that we deeply love. And also, as high level operators, we're already scheduling out the rest of wrapping up December, scheduling going into 2025. We have a major event coming up. It's called the Winter Wonderland. I believe it's going to be starting next Friday, then Saturday and Sunday over at the Trillith Studios. It's going to be a great time for that. But again, my number one thing, the importance to be able to persevere and have resilience when it comes to leadership, those of us that are CEOs, and that we maintain that, developing some of the strategies. Like I say, the way that I cultivate my stand power and thrive during tough times, I've taken on my mentor Robert Shalmer's program, the 5 a.m. Club, the 20 formula, which it is. I get up, I do that 20-minute workout. I have that 20 minutes of reflection time, which is deep inner meditation purposes, writing down my thoughts, journaling, doing those great things, and then growth. I listen to something that's motivational, a great teacher, a great speaker, and even reflect on some of the things that I've learned from my parents, grandparents, those that have gone, transitioned over, that just really inspired me. I think I showed you guys a book from Dr. John Henry Clark, a great master teacher. So that's what I do. What are some of the things that you do? If you would be so kind, drop something in the comment section. Let me know what it is that you do. I love to hear from uh, those that view my videos. If you view my videos, I like to hear a comment on some of the topics that I've explored and talked about. I love the views, and I like the likes. I like to hear the feedback from everyone. But give me some of your nuggets. You know, some of the CEOs that are well renowned. You know, whether it's the Consulting Bible by Alan Weiss, whether it's the young man Calvin, or I have so many others, gentlemen that teach about YouTube secrets, which is Benjamin Travis and his partner Sean Connell. Uh, these are CEOs. Even you, I even say me and my wife, we're CEOs of our business. You're CEO if you're create content on YouTube that helps someone out. That's very important. So I don't just talk about those that we see that are millions and millions of dollars, the Bezos, the Elon Musk, the Howard Schultz. I'm talking about you because you're just as important. That's why I call it CEOs for that express purpose. I think I was looking at the world population map. They say there's about 8 billion people on this planet. Plus, we're all CEOs. We all contribute. So that is the number one thing. You know, when it gets tough, does your ambition help to push you through or leave you overwhelmed? I hear that so much at work about people saying they're overwhelmed. It's just, I hate to say it, it becomes a mindset. Your heart set, your emotions, your psychology, your heart set, your emotions, your health set, ensuring that you're physically capable of handling your business, and then your soul set, your spirituality. Those things get challenged, and when they're all are not at their optimum level, like a battery charged up, like on your phone, then guess what happens? One of those four quadrants die, and then it pulls down on the next one. It pulls down on the next one, and then pretty soon you're pulled down. I like to emphasize the importance of being optimism as well as the flexibility. I like to discuss concepts of growth, like I talked about with the 5 a.m. Club, like I talk about my book that I'm reading now by Alan Weiss, The Consulting Bible, because that's one of my mainstays once I, transition from my civilian work that I do for the government. I really enjoy it, love it to death. But sometimes you got to say it's time to move on. And you got to be ready for it. So I have a plan. Tip, every failure is a stepping stone to something greater. That's where you have to see it. That's where taking care of your health, you have to see that. That's what meditation and reflection for your soul, getting your spirit, your chakras, those things aligned. And then, your heart. We all have emotions, men and women. Men act like they don't want to show it, but fellas, check it out. Those are times that you get down, you get dumped. You have to be able to control those and pull yourself back together. We have to rely upon each other. Like I say again, sometimes this is my best time. It's like at the nighttime once my wife is resting, taking my Roddy out for her last, put the phone down. I love coming on here and doing my recording. It helps me out immensely. That's what I love about this. So, you know, building emotional resilience, and I just spoke about it by way of meditation. I think I showed you guys, I think I got it right here somewhere. Boom, here it is. Journaling is critical. Critical, critical. Take those thoughts from here, pour them into a book. They can be ideas that help stimulate that next move for you. It can be, just something as simple as, turning a page and going back over some of the things that you've jotted down. you know, Having a trusted mentor, someone that you can communicate with, you know, if you'd like to, hit me up at CEO369 Consulting at gmail.com. Be more than happy to holler. Uh, that's what I do. That's what we do. I think we all together, a small community, we knit, we help each other out, we talk to each other, and have those different things. Why you started really matters. Those of you that are CEOs, real talk. You started as a creator, something that you passionately, that you love as an entrepreneur, that business that was really, really important to you, as well as a high level operator. Whatever people that like working on cars and machines, I am just men and women just blown away how you can take that thing down to its lowest common denominator, find what's part that's missing and take it. And my brother-in-law, he does that. He be changing brakes. I'm like, man, I bust a knuckle. I If you show me, I'm gonna do it. But I know where my passion lies, and that's just communicating with people and talking to people. I like to problem solve. I like to break down problems into manageable pieces, execute on those things, even in my my regular work, my full-time job that I have. That's why I tell my employees, let's break them down, small bite chunks. We ain't got to try to, you know, eat the whole fish, you know, in one full day. You break it down, but we hit those benchmarks, and before you know it, we're ahead of the game. And that's what I do. I like to involve the team in finding the solution, not me just being the one that always brings the answers to it. I mean, I don't think I know everything. I just quite honestly don't. I rely on my subject matter experts, those employees that are down into the weeds of any subject matter or whatever. And then you have to be willing to stay the course. You know, one rule, the one more day rule is what I like to give. Commit to showing up one more day. Even when it's hard, man. It's like sometimes you gotta go back and you have to figure out where it is. And eventually, I mean, I call it, when I'm doing that breathing technique and I tell you about the Navy SEALs, on that fourth line that completes my square, what I do, I call as I take inhale and hold and exhale, I ask my subconscious mind and my conscious mind to sync and then to activate, because like I say again, my wife, that character, my wife doesn't like that third personality, Mr. Anderson. That boy be ready. He be ready to get that business. He be, hey, I got a solution. Sometimes like just meditate on it while I break it down in small chunks on how and then how I can move things along. So that's what I would say. But above that, truth be told, consistency trumps intensity. If you just coming on and doing your thing as a creator, putting forth the effort as an entrepreneur, as a high level operator, you'll see those small wins will start happening. Those micro wins that Robin Sharma talks about in his book, The 5 a.m. Club, that me and my wife talk about with myrootedvines.com. What I talk about as I build my consulting business, my wife, what she does in the coaching aspect. I mean, it's just celebrating small wins are phenomenal. I mean, I'm just learning. I'm on this YouTube journey. Like I told you guys, I got 5 million YouTubes I got to do before I'm up off this planet. And I'm inspired each day that I can get up and I can create a short or I can do a 15-minute segment. That's what I'm all about. And if I can but help one person, it's critical. Do me a solid. Let me know what you do. What are some of your small wins? Do you celebrate those things? Those are what I call the true gems, the true nuggets. If we but see those, they just multiply. And pretty soon you just, yeah, more than enough. It's exciting to get to meet other people out on the different social medias. I've just launched into YouTube because I think it's the coolest thing that I can videotape myself and put it out there and let other people see it. Hey, who knows what might happen? I might get another subscriber. I think that's the coolest part, also. But I think I started November 11th, and I'm only 1 month into this game and I'm coming to this real with real authenticity. I'm looking to inspire, you know, to lead with authenticity and with a purpose. It ain't gonna be spectacular right off the bat. I was listening. He's like, sometimes guys say, just get started, put your first video out. Guess what? This is about to be my 42nd video, and I'm excited about it. I'm gonna keep coming at you, and just sharing and loving it and liking my videos. A few other people like my videos. I get the views; those are awesome. Close to almost 1,000 views. I Hey, that's the name of this beast, man. I just want to encourage you guys. If nothing else, remember CEOs don't just dream, they deliver. Even in the toughest time, and I believe you can too. That's what we always got to. If we're willing to inspire one another and give each other encouragement that we need, if nothing else, I hope this Saturday, 10:01, I hope that when this video is uploaded and a person sees that they get inspired and they leave me a comment, they like it, they share, they subscribe. That's the nature of the game. And about this game is you being ready to show up. Just like my Seahawks gonna do tomorrow against some Green Bay Packers, baby. They gonna show up and they gonna show out. Cause guess what? They gonna be in Lumen Stadium up in the state of Washington, Pacific Northwest, and they gonna handle their business. So I think we need to be able to go to 9-6, so we can kind of cinch up that NFC West. See, I can get on a tangent when it comes to sport. That's just I come to play. I come to play the game. I bring my A game. So with that being said, I truly want to let you guys know. One, I honor myself so that I can honor you. I love myself, therefore I can love you, and I respect myself, and therefore I'm able to respect you. And as my mentor Robert Sharma has taught me, as he says, on your morning, you will elevate your life. You guys have a good night, and we'll be talking to you. Go Hawks.